It's just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go!
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, pass. 19 right.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out behind the line of scrimmage.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's had a fantastic...
The year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Look at the big man rumble. The 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He's singing in the shadow post-game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Powers through it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
That's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Why you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards? They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
5 yards remain on second down.
Check pass. Check pass.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. 9 touchdowns for the rookie of the regular season. He's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down throw coming by Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Forced out to his left. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
second down. Goodson, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Third down, it's Willis. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, Willis. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Going quickly here to Thomas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Willis now off of play action. On the move to his left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go option to the short side. And he stopped immediately there.
Let's go now.
Let's get that touch.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tyler Goodson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Goodson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the round is home. It's 24-0. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Going for the deep ball. going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Stephen Carter punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have opened the lead up to 30. An extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Black shot. Red cycle. Blue go. Classic 6.
Here's Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, Goodson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to 33. 180 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden is a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Badgley now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in the situations you noted.
And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Working his way in there that time, Melvin Ingram to make the stop. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mustang 19.
Now Willis. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a give to Mostert running right. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Tua being chased out left. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 17, here's second and 4.
18 Cardinals.
They'll try the left side. Goodson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, here's Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 22, Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On first and 10, it's Mostert. Caleb Farley there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Well, this throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good
rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a ball. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? You know, put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.